Did you know that 1 in 5 students are taking online courses? Also, 54% of colleges are increasing their per credit fees. They are doing this because they're having to teach current staff new ways to teach online, they're having to hire new staff, their technology fees are increasing, and also due to federal rules. Although there has been an increase in virtual learners due to COVID-19, it is not suitable for all students. Everybody has a unique way in which they learn, and there are 4 main types. The first is auditory, and this is where people learn best by hearing. The second is visual, which people learn best by seeing. The third is reading/writing, and this is where students learn best by taking notes or reading their assignments. And the fourth and final one is kinesthetic, and this is where students learn best hand-on. Auditory and kinesthetic learners are at a huge disadvantage when it comes to online school. Kinesthetic learners need to be very hands-on, which is nearly impossible to do online. Auditory learners need to be able to hear, whereas online typically you read assignments. This may not seem like a big deal, but when your brain is wired a certain way, it is very hard to teach yourself new learning habits. Due to students struggling online, they might be tempted to find alternate ways to complete assignments. Cheating is nothing new to society, but because of our easy access to the internet, it is easier than ever. Without a teacher to monitor students while they do their work, complete their assignments, it is much easier to cheat. This means that students are just running through their work or using other people's work to complete their own, rather than learning their material and increasing their knowledge on their subjects. When the IHE asked different faculty and administrators, they found that 60% of faculty members believe that academic fraud is more common in online class rather than face-to-face. Online courses might tempt some students to cheat, but it also has other negative effects. Extroverts versus introverts. Many people know these 2 types of personalities, but have you ever wondered how they might affect school? Extroverts are very outgoing and social, which makes school more appealing for them. Making an extrovert go virtual takes out the social aspect of learning, and it makes them less inclined to enjoy school. Introverts, on the other hand, are very reserved and would rather be by themselves. In-person class has the opposite effect on them. It pushes introverts to be more social and make friends, which can be very beneficial. In-person schools allows and pushes students to be more social, but its environment also helps you to learn. In schools, you have your own desk and your own workspace, which helps have minimal distractions, but this might not be possible at home. Some online students don't have their own desk or workspace, or they just might not choose to use it. Most students tend to do their schoolwork in their bed or at their kitchen tables, which allows a lot of distractions. Mixing environments can confuse the brain, and it causes an interference with the directions you're giving it. If you're doing your work in your bed, your brain might think it's time to sleep rather than, okay, I should be studying. Or the same goes if you're at your kitchen table, you might be more tempted to snack rather than study. School environments were created to help students learn, and changing this can be very distracting and confusing. Although more students are being forced to switch to online school, it is not superior to face-to-face learning, and it certainly comes with a list of cons. Online school is not compatible with all types of learning, which is a disadvantage that many students can't do anything about. Virtual learning also makes it easier to cheat without having a teacher in person to regulate them. And it takes out the social aspect from school that so many people need or love. Lastly, having to do schoolwork at home mixes the environments and causes many distractions. Although our current pandemic has caused classes online to be necessary, it does not mean that it is a better way to learn than in person classes.